Today I took the opportunity to take profits on American Eagle Outfitters shares and contracts, and I also sold my GameStop shares as well, which I know is going to be wildly unpopular, and I don't care. Vlogging here, what I'm doing, so that's what I did. And then I went pretty much all in on precious metals. I got some HYMC, I got an in-the-money call there, a 50-cent call for, I don't know when the expiration is, but it's out there. And then I also went long in shares of GLD, SLV, and PSLV, I think is the other one. The point is that I think we're going to see a big rally in the precious metals markets as the equities markets start to go through a retracement of this recent bounce, which I really do think could completely turn around and actually begin a whole nother leg to the bear market. That's the possibility, but we're not going to know. The extent and the response from the dip that we're about to see is really going to indicate how bullish this rally, this most recent rally, has been. So let's go ahead and just look at some charts I have. This is the 1-minute chart of AMC today. We did see a rally in the morning, which I really wasn't expecting, and it looks like the volume was actually pretty good. Let me get a brush up here, and we'll just take a little peek. This big surge of volume I think was really good, but what's unfortunate is that the price spilled downward off of that volume. And so what that does is it creates a high volume top. And I'm calling this the top of a primary wave 2. And I think what we're seeing now is the formation of a new motive wave. And the second wave is what we saw finish today. This high up here is lower than the high we saw back here, and that's not great. That's bearish. That means that this very well could be the first 2 waves of a 5-wave structure, which goes much, much, much lower. Trey's video today is entitled, I think it's the moment of truth, and that's a very good way to put it. The bulls do have a chance here to make a reversal off of this recent price action, but I think that there's also a really good chance that this actually breaks down and AMC starts to head lower, and what we're going to see is a bigger double top. Moving on, I have the 15-minute chart pulled up here just to show the larger wave structure again. I'm going to go ahead and just trace this so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. Wave 1, wave 2, and a motive wave. And the third wave is generally pretty strong. The bounce here was 4 and then closed at 5. And then we had what's, I think, called a running flat. It's a 3-wave corrective wave bounce. And it is possible this is a motive wave. And what I'm calling waves 1 and 2 here could be waves 4 and 5. Either way you look at it, this is setting up bearishly, and it's common to see topping patterns form above support and resistance. So in this case, we have this red dash downtrend that's coming in from the all-time high, and we have a top, let's see here, turn the eraser off, a top back here, and I think we're forming that second top. And tomorrow, if the price pushes down past that red line and then makes a low that is below this low right here, then that's going to confirm the double top. Really, the price needs to close down there. It's possible the price comes down, bounces up, and then this would be wave 3 of that new motive wave, and this retrace would be 4, and it could come all the way back up to the bottom of 1 back here. So it could come all the way back up to that line before spilling downward again and finding that target for the double top. I think that volume has been decreasing, which is never great in a bull market, and IV has been kind of flat. So overall, I'm still not convinced of this rally, just not yet. SPY making a strong push up within its channel. I think that's really good, but there is a problem here, and it's actually that we had a gap up, and now we've had what looks like a reversal candle. I would call it an inverted hammer. On IWM, it is an inverted hammer. Today, what I was looking for was a push above this medial line in this channel, and I think failing to get above there is actually pretty bearish. I was hoping to see the RSI run into overbought as the price pushed up to this trend line, but seeing the price starting to turn around is not good. And then I realized there's actually a gap right here between these two candles. It's between the close of this candle and the open of this candle. And I'm thinking that this was probably our continuation gap, and that this gap here, this is probably an exhaustion gap, right? Continuation, exhaustion. And now I'm thinking it's time for a retracement, And wave 4, see, I have this motive wave going, right? Let me clean that up for a moment and then just bring it back out. So wave 1, 2, 3 is coming all the way up here. I think it subdivides. 1, 2, 3, and now we're gonna see 4 and 5 maybe before we come back down and fill that next gap. But I can see SPY actually starting to top. I think SPY might be starting to top, which is a little disconcerting, but it makes sense. Look at the volume. The volume's been dropping. Implied volatility is reaching that critical low where it tends to reverse. So SPY may be getting ready to make a move down. IWM is doing good, but again, this is where that inverted hammer is. And we have a similar situation with the gaps. And there's a couple of gaps here, actually. I think there's one between here. Yep, there's a gap. And I think there's another one that, well, this gap filled, I think. But there's definitely a gap between that close and that open. And so, again, I'm thinking maybe that was a continuation gap, right? And this is an exhaustion gap. In which case, we're going to be looking for IWM to come back down and test this trend line. This could be part of a process where IWM is going to make a 1, 2, 3 trend reversal and push up higher. But in the meantime, I think that we're going to find some more downside, and this is going to be bad for the meme stocks. And that's why I sold my GameStop as well. I'm just trying to get out of the way before this thing turns around and starts wrecking all the bulls and all the bears who were reluctant, oh, that's me, to get on the train and be bullish. But I think I caught this rally pretty well. Overall, I do think it's time to retrace, and whether or not we see that bullish continuation form or not has yet to be seen. I think that the RSI here is a little worrisome. It'd be very, very easy to see a swing failure pattern. That's essentially just a chart pattern within the RSI where basically we get this double top in the RSI, and then the RSI would spill as the price tanks lower. Remember, the RSI does not lead the price always leads the RSI, so it's important to read it like that. Here, what I see is the RSI showing some weakness here, just being flat, and not really setting a new high. That's not great. So, I think that's all I'm going to have for this video today. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, whatever. I think, overall, AMC did end up higher today, and that could lead to a bullish continuation, but the waveform analysis to me is bearish, so I am still calling bull trap. If you want more of these kinds of charts, if you want to talk to me in Discord, join the Discord. There is a private server there. If you join Capavision for $1.99 a month, you get access to that channel. You need to comment your username on a post under the community tab, and I'll add you into that channel. In that channel, if you want me to look at a chart, just at me and ask for it, and I'll put some analysis up. Right now, I'm also looking at Root, R-O-O-T, just for fun. I bought 100 shares of that today as well. Forgot to mention that. But moving into the future, I think what we're going to see is going to catch everyone by surprise. So be careful, manage your risk, and remember, there is nothing certain in the equities markets. Nothing. If you think something can't fail or that something can't happen, you need to check your bias. That's all I got. All right. Happy trading.